Serhii Sukhovi. Welcome everyone to our channel. Today I want to give a brief overview of the app, the new OXI RC app, which we developed for controlling OXI controllers. So this is how it looks. You are greeted by the authorization page. Here you can also create an account. After entering and filling in all these fields, you will click Sign Up and receive a link in your email to confirm your registration. After activating the account, you can proceed to the login page. So I have already logged in and I have access via biometric data. On the main page, you will be greeted by this screen, and it will be displayed here on this screen. You first need to connect it to the network. To do this, click the icon in the form of Wi-Fi. Grant the application the necessary permissions. Enter the network passwords to which your phone is connected. I want to draw your attention to the fact that the network must be exactly 2.4 GHz as stated here and must be enabled. Location services. So after you activate the network search mode on the controller, for this go to the controller and press menu. Section Wi-Fi. Connection and create a new one. This controller is already connected, but we will create a new one for the video, a new connection. Press New and then confirm Yes. After that, tap Connect on your phone. And the connection is being made. That is when you see on the screen. Instead of the inscription connection on the controller, when you see the IP address, it means that the controller has successfully connected to. So after this, when the controller has received network and can continue working with you, you need to go to the menu in the controller, to the same Wi-Fi menu. And here is an option, Create QR. On the app, you press Add Device if you want to enter its name, but this is not a mandatory field. For example, let it be. And you can use this button to search for the QR code, meaning you scan the QR. It will ask if you want to change the name to the same as its identification number. You can leave what you set manually, or create a name using its ID and press Claim. That's it. The device has been added to your account and you can manage it. In the second tab, Partner Devices, it is created for manufacturers, distributors and resellers. Here you can assist in setting up for your partners who purchased OXI devices through you. Accordingly, there will be a complete list here. At the end of the video, I will add a review of this tab under a different account. Additionally, on the main screen, if you have several devices, you can search by its name or by its unique number to find the device. You can manage your account data, that is, change the name, phone number, country, address. And in addition, there is also a function to notify you regarding alerts that occur on your device. That is, you can receive these notifications by email or even via WhatsApp. Similarly, you can request service rights and change the application language. Currently, 27 languages are available. By default, it sets the language that is set on your phone by default. Accordingly, mine is English, so now the application is displayed in English. Additionally, you can change the device name on the screen, view its profile and its UID. Well, this is a unique number by which it is identified in the system. You can also delete the device if you, for example, sold or transferred it to someone. A green Wi-Fi icon means the device is on the network and the system sees it. If it loses connection, it will turn red. So let's go into the device. In the device, if the device is active, meaning it is connected to the network, its main screen will be displayed, where you can see the settings. Boiler temperature, target. Below you see the current temperature and the setting limits of this temperature, the minimum and maximum temperature limits that can be set on the boiler. This is taken from the service settings. We will get to them a bit later. At the top of the screen you see the activity of control elements, such as whether the pump is on, whether the DHW pump is on, the thermostat status, the operating mode, winter or summer, and the current flame status. That is, if the flame sensor sees the flame in the combustion chamber, accordingly the flame icon will be active, meaning it will be a more saturated color. So from here we can try to start our device. It will notify that the command has been sent, and you might have heard the controller clicked and switched the device to ignition. This is also indicated above the start and stop button, and the current mode is informed. The current operating mode is written above, so now it is in ignition. We will stop because it is actually lying on the table, not in the burner. So here you can change the level of the burner's power. Additionally, user settings allow you to change the hysteresis, DHW. I forgot to mention there is also a DHW tab here. Similarly, you can set the target temperature and see the current one within the specified limits. You can change the mode from winter to summer. For example, if you only need hot water supply, you can switch to summer mode. So you can also enable disinfection, capacity of the domestic hot water, and change the type of fuel. Now it is even possible to control a solid fuel boiler without using a burner, that is, on wood. So the next tab is Information. Here you can see all the current data on the controller, which outputs are active and what is currently operating. And here, similarly, if there is a more updated version of the software, a system update button will appear. I recommend everyone to check if updates are available because we constantly add some useful features. And for example, the latest edition was controlled. Now I'll show you control of the three-way valve. Here are all its parameters. It also requires a hardware change, but everything is already implemented in the software. Unfortunately, on old controllers it will be necessary to change, well, at the control board, but all new devices will come by default with control for a three-way or four-way valve. So we have finished with the information menu. They all collapse for convenience. If you don't want to see any extra information there, you can collapse it. So, moving on. The next tab displays on the graphs all the same various measurements, all available here. You can enable some, disable others. Similarly, you can look at the graph to see when each output was triggered. This is more necessary for the service department, but if you're interested in how to the user of this system to observe it, you can do this on this tab. So the next tab displays the event log. This shows everything that happened with the burner, if there were requests for service configurations, how the operating mode changed, and what commands were sent. You can observe all of this here. Next tab, fuel consumption. Currently, as of today, it is still in development. It only displays data if the controller is connected to the network. In the near future, we will add the storage of these data in the controllers. Accordingly, even if it is offline, it will then be able, when the controller connects to the network, for you to see in the app the actual fuel consumption for the day, week, month, year, and for the entire time of its use. These are currently only the data that come in when the controller is connected to the network. And the last tab, it is displayed exclusively if you have service rights. Accordingly, here you can configure all the parameters for the controller. We will not go into detail on it now. It's better to do a separate review for service representatives, installers, manufacturers, and so on. But they are all available. And besides, on this page you can download, save, that is your service configurations, and Leonid Rain. Send the service configurations you have saved. Do not forget to press the save button after making changes or after uploading. That is, if you change anything here on this page, anything, you need to press save, and then it will send this data to the controller. That's probably all. Next, I will only add the section on partners on the partner tab. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Additional video section for partners. Accordingly, this concerns pellet boiler manufacturers, this concerns distributors of our equipment, and this concerns installers who install our equipment. That is, this application allows you to go to the partner devices tab and see the entire structure that is subordinate to you. That is, for example, the device we looked at in the previous video. Here it is, and we can access it and assist with the setup, help our end consumer with the setup. In addition, your own devices you can share with the appropriate user. For this, it is written here that you need to copy their ID. To do this, you need to long press on their name. For this, we go into this list of your partners. We press, hold on the user's name, go to, and we send our device to him. Alright, it should appear there, and it appeared here. See? So you can also take it back from him. But I want to draw your attention to the fact that if you click delete and confirm it, it will move directly to the next higher level. In this case, it is a user called OXI Reseller, and then you will need, if you are of a higher level, to remove them from this account, and then they will appear for you. Additionally, I want to draw your attention to the fact that you can add partners and create them independently. They will be created directly under your supervision. It is advisable to do this to maintain this hierarchy, and accordingly you can assist your partners in setting up. Similarly, you can make a request for the device. That is, when our burners come to you, it is advisable to add them, assign them to you, so that this entire branch corresponds to reality, and we can also help you remotely configure these devices. Well, that's definitely all. I want to thank you for watching, and thank you until we meet again.